Hello guys, welcome back. And today I'm going to be talking about the new revealed Winnipeg Jets third jersey. Now this jersey was actually leaked a couple of days ago. I think the NHL site actually listed it for about a couple of minutes and people were able to gather some pictures from it. So this jersey was already up in the air and it was already available to the public 2 days earlier, but now we get the official confirmation that it is real and the Winnipeg Jets will be using it. And the Winnipeg Jets revealed this jersey today at their season ticket holder event at the Bell NTL Place, their home arena, and showing it off to mixed results. Now, here is the jersey. The Winnipeg Jets are calling this the Aviator jersey, the blue Aviator jersey, and you can see it here now. They use the blue on the arms. They have the white and that black coming down it, and on the bottom, you have that stripe of white and black, and the blue is definitely prominent there. There's nothing on the shoulders, nothing about that, but of course, the biggest thing and probably the biggest change here is you got that Jets letter mark across the middle. And of course, you can also see on the collar that have that little white stripe there. And if you can see a little bit closer, you see a "We Are the North" slogan right there, which works perfectly for the Winnipeg Jets. And this jersey, it's at least unique. We haven't really seen this kind of color scheme from the Winnipeg Jets before. We haven't seen that lighter blue from them before. And that black and white, you know, you saw that with the Winter Classic for the Penguins that one year, but you don't really see that color scheme a lot nowadays. Now you get to see a close-up of the Jets logo on the crest. You got that you got this weird font there. You got that J, which it doesn't really look like a J somewhat, but you got that E that comes back around and ends through there. You got the T, which I think is you can see at the T that it's designed like a fighter jet, just barely. You can kind of make that out. And the S is just a normal S. It loops back around. So there's some smaller meanings in this, and while I don't necessarily love word mark jerseys and word mark logos, this was kind of cleverly designed to where there's some hidden meanings there. In this picture, you see Mark Scheifele posing with the jersey. It looks rather nice, to be honest, and Mark Scheifele can definitely work any jersey, and you get to see the whole jersey on a player, which to some jerseys makes it look a lot better. In this picture, you get a close-up of the collar, of course, that white stripe at the top of it, and of course that black in the little corner there and throughout the whole collar. And of course, you have the word mark, "We Are the True North," symbolizing Winnipeg and the city itself. Now, for my opinions of the jersey, this isn't going to be controversial at all, is it? But let's just say if you went on Twitter this morning, you'd see some heavy negativity towards this jersey. I see so many people hate it. I've seen like 5 people on Twitter maybe like it, but there's been like hundreds of people that I've seen hating this jersey, just wishing it upon the death, and of course a lot of people wishing that they go back to the 2014 Heritage Classic or whatever it was. I think it was 2016. They want to go back to that jersey, and it seemed like Winnipeg had that obvious decision to go to that jersey, but they go different and they make something unique. But honestly, my biggest takeaway from this is that the Jets could have done something, they could have done the same thing. They could have gone back to their Winter Classic jersey that they had a couple years ago, and that would have pleased most people. People would have bought it. But they take the risk a little bit here. They introduce a new style, the Aviator jersey. They make some risks, and honestly, in some parts, I think it works. One of the main reasons I love this jersey, it reminds me of this Pittsburgh Penguins Winter Classic jersey. I know it's a youth one, but it's still the same thing. It has that blue, it has that white and the black on the stripes. It just reminds me of one of my favorite jerseys of all time, which is this one. Now again, I know it's not the same exact jersey, but it just reminds me to one of my favorite jerseys in the league, having that baby blue, having that like kind of just a light blue. I love that color. It works so well on sports jerseys, and while I would have liked to see the main logo on there, maybe change up the colors a little bit, this still is a very solid design. Now, I've seen people going on, oh, it's too simple, it's just word marks. I think it actually works. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of word marks on logos. You guys know that already. But if you're going to do word marks, have it unique. And the Jets certainly did that. There's some hidden meanings with that Jets logo. There's some hidden meanings with that. They're also going to use that logo on their helmets for the next upcoming season. So they're going to embrace that logo. And I feel like having that on the blue, I feel like just works somehow. And again, I'm not the biggest fan of word marks, but I feel like if you're going to do it right, and the Jets certainly did. And of course, as I said in my Pittsburgh Penguins jersey, I freaking love the colors. That baby blue is absolutely eye-popping. It's amazing. I love baby blue in sports jerseys, and this is pretty much the same thing. And of course, you got the white and the black, which blends so well with the baby blue. They learned from the Pittsburgh Penguins jersey from that Winter Classic, and they built it into a pretty solid design there. I love it. I love the whites and the black. Again, it is simplistic, and there could be more to it, maybe some things in the shoulders, but I feel like with what they got, it works super well. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of the collar. Maybe I would have rather seen some black instead of white, but it's not terrible. It's not really, it's kind of just distracting a little bit. It's not the worst thing in the world. I'll deal with it, but I still think that it could have been improved. Now, don't get me wrong, I'll likely not be buying this jersey. I don't really love word marks on jerseys, and if there's a word mark, I'm likely not going to buy it. But to me, this is a very solid design that, if used every once in a while, will be a warm welcome. I like this design, I like the concept, and while I would have liked to see maybe the current logo on there, or the old logo, maybe change up the colors somewhere, I feel like with the word mark and the concept of design, they really hit it out of the park with what they were going for. But again, I know that's a hugely unpopular opinion. I know so many people hate this, so it really is one of the more controversial jerseys, if not the most controversial jersey that we've seen so far out of the third jersey Adidas collection. So it's going to be interesting to see how this goes throughout the season, how it's perceived throughout the casual fan base as well, and how everybody gets accustomed to it. And in no way am I going to buy this full price. There's very few jerseys that I buy full price. But if this was on sale somewhere, maybe $70, $80, $90, if we're getting generous there, I could definitely see myself picking this up. It's a very solid design. It's a very solid concept. And I do like what the Winnipeg Jets are going for here. Again, I do like these home jerseys better. I do like some of the other jerseys better. But I commend them for taking some risks. And for them, I think it worked out slightly. It didn't work completely, but I do feel like they really hit it out of the park in some areas, especially with that word mark logo, especially in those stripes. So while some people might think of it as a missed opportunity for the Winnipeg Jets to go back to their Winter Classic jersey, I do like this concept, I do like the design, and it was definitely risky for them to go to something like this, to go to their aviator design, but I feel like it works really, really well, and it's a very solid jersey. I think it's one of my favorites out of the third jerseys that have been revealed so far. It's simplistic, but I do think it works. But I want to hear from you guys. Again, I know this is a controversial opinion, and I know this is a controversial jersey, so I want to hear from you. Do you like this jersey? Do you like the concept? Do you think they should have gone to the Winter Classic jersey from a couple years ago, and will you be buying it? But that is going for today, guys. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you like and subscribe. Again, tell me below your thoughts and your complete thoughts about this jersey. I love to hear you guys in the comments down below. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.